Dude, this is gonna go so crazy.
If you see me,
this is gonna go so crazy, bro. I just know it's gonna go so crazy.
if you see me, you consider me obese?
I wouldn't say that you're
Hell
obese,
yeah!
It's like medically.
Hey, Shay, what is she talking about? She said, if you see me, do you consider me obese? Bitch, you're 400 pounds. Duh! Fuck is you talking about?
So, so like for example,
you're medically obese though.
No,
Yes.
Medically
I've been
obese?
medically obese since I was like 12, and I was not obese.
What? She built like Peter Griffin? Nigga, she built like Gru from Despicable Me. Oh my god, dude. And you know the crazy thing? The crazy thing about these fucking rhinos is that someone's going to wife them, bro. Someone's going to wife them, and I think that's absolutely crazy. Like, do you not care about your health?
Welcome back to Middle Ground. I'm John. I host the Radical Empathy podcast, and I'll be moderating today's discussion between fit women and fat women. And a friendly reminder, if you are writing a hate comment, you are part of the problem. Our first prompt
Of course they can, but they're not.
Your physique is in your control. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Your physique is in your control? Absolutely.
She has a question.
I have a question. When you mean physique, can you specify like what exactly are you trying to?
I think physique is like the shape and size of your body.
Come on, gang.
Why were you hesitating?
Because
Come on,
there's
gang.
a lot of different illnesses around. So I have family members that have like steroids and they can't gain weight or they can't lose weight. But I think that they can manage to stay at a place that's gonna be healthy for them. To me, personally, I do feel like I can be at a better place. I'm working on it, and that's my goal.
Did she just say she's working on it? Did she genuinely just say she's working on it? Are we... You know what? I'm going to calm down. We're only a minute and 22 seconds into this. I'm going to calm down. I'm not even going to say nothing too crazy. I'm not going to say nothing crazy, gang. I'm not.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think that
What's
definitely
good?
People have ailments.
What are you
There's
playing?
different diseases and all that, but I think at the end of the day...
We're doing reactions right now on Twitch. My Twitch link is in my bio, so if you're trying to tap in, little twin. Get to see what we watching, folks.
What you can do, the best physical peak for your personal body is in your hands. You may not look
I
like
agree with
someone
that.
you want to look like, your ideal situation, but you can optimize your body to be the highest performance that you think that you can get to.
When I first started working out, I lost 60 pounds, and that included just counting calories. I didn't have to work out as hard. I did the treadmill. I went at an incline, and I just walked the whole time, watching a movie and just walked. I just made healthier choices, and I've been mindful about what I put inside my body.
Like you put in that effort, right? You made those conscious decisions to...
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, Shade. Shade, you wanna say it, okay? I'm not gonna say it. But I know you think she's cute. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck.
Walk on the treadmill, count your calories. You were super exact with everything.
good,
and that's
Slime
how,
Buddha?
how both of you guys were able to lose so much weight, right? So your physique is 100% in your control. It's just that nobody wants to put the effort in.
Just so we can invite the disagreeers, that's a great point to bring in our disagreeers. Whoever wants to pick up where we just left off.
So, while of course there are aspects that I think you can control about your physique, I think there are more things that are out of your control. Like, it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap. If I go to the grocery store
I just want
to buy a bunch of
it's not that expensive to eat healthy. It's really not. Just go to Aldi. You'll spend $30 at Aldi, right? And you can have like a week's worth of food. If you spend $30 at fucking In-N-Out, that's that. Like, you're gonna have to eat it right then and there. So it doesn't make no sense. Motherfuckers just they're coping. They're literally coping, bro.
hours of meals, that's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce and fresh fruit and everything.
I disagree.
Immediately. I disagree too.
Why do you disagree?
The prepackaged foods, the frozen ones, way more expensive. I've been on a budget,
But keep in mind,
eternally.
They're girls. Girls don't know how to shop, man. They really don't. Girls don't know how to shop at Aldi's, man. I love them, but they don't know how to shop at Aldi's, man. Aldi's like the cheapest place you can get food from, honestly.
always save money by just going to the grocery store buying ingredients.
I agree with you on that, but I can go get a frozen meal sometimes for $1.50, $2, where if I want to cook a whole meal, like depending on what all the ingredients
Buddha,
I'm getting, that could be $10.
So you'll get more.
You don't want them,
Yes,
Buddha.
but still, you have to think from people who have like no money and they're thinking like, oh, I can get.
I've had no money. I've had $12 for a week's amount of food.
I hear both. I think that you definitely, in the short-term mindset, it is cheaper. You go to a fast food restaurant, they have like a $1 menu.
It's
I think
not
they even increased
cheaper.
the $1
That's the
menu now.
thing. It's
So,
not.
which is
$2
crazy.
menu.
It's like a $2 menu.
It's really not.
So that's
It's
valid,
more
I think, but
expensive.
I think it's killing us in the long term. Like it's like that short dopamine effect, the dopamine where you're like, oh, I just need something right now.
Yeah.
I think that's the issue.
I also did want to, just touch on other
All
than
right, call me
like
sheep.
food
Tap
costs.
in,
Like, there's
gang.
also privilege when it comes to like having time
Yes.
to cook stuff.
Definitely,
Like if you work a
100%,
full-time
100%.
job, if you have kids and stuff, a
Bro,
lot of
that's an
time it's just easier. You don't have
excuse.
the
That's
time
an
and energy. Like
excuse.
I enjoy cooking, but it's a lot of work sometimes. And it's
Motherfucker literally just said, I enjoy cooking, but it's a lot of work sometimes. That's a lot of work, but going to the gym's not a lot of work? Doesn't even make no sense.
easier for me to just like go through the drive-through. And then also privilege when it comes to like your mental health. When you are depressed.
Yeah, maybe if you have
when
4
you're struggling
kids.
to even like get through the day.
But if you have like
It can
even
be really
one
hard
kid,
to
it
have that
shouldn't be-
motivation
it's not
to
that hard,
eat well,
really.
to move your body and stuff. So for then when people are like, oh, well, why aren't you working out? It's like, dude, I can barely even get out of bed. So like,
Yeah.
please stop.
Why?
I
Why
just
can't
want
you
to
get out
say
of
that
bed?
I didn't step forward because I have PCOS and I just recently got diagnosed with it. So with PCOS, it's so much more difficult for me to lose the weight and control what I want my physique to look like. It's just so much harder. It's not impossible, but it is.
See, I
We can
get
fix
that.
it. We can,
It's something
and
Yeah,
we
I
can
get
fix it.
that.
PCOS, we can fix
Sorry
it.
to,
So.
I
to cut you all off,
100%
but
get
Brie, I
that.
just wanted to hear from you.
See, that's my thing. I 100% get that because, like, okay, if you have a condition that makes you fat, then it's like, all right, you have a condition. You know what I'm saying? You can't control it. All you got to do is go to the doctor and figure out a way to combat that. But if you're just fat, sitting on your couch, and you have no conditions, and you're just fat, I don't give a fuck if you depressed or not, nigga. You better get the fuck up and go work out, fat ass nigga. What the fuck did you talk about? Where am I dead? The black girl in the purple.
The question.
Back
like,
up.
Your
Buddha.
body is
That's
in
not
your
yours.
control.
That's
I
mine.
just think it is not 100% in your control. To say it's like black and white, you can change it or you can't, is just crazy. It's just so nuanced. I really like appreciated you bringing up the food access that you have, the knowledge access, your socioeconomic status. I go to the gym, I sit there, and I'm like, if only everyone had access and the free time to do this. I'm sure so many other people would love to do that. But people are struggling, they need to pay their rent. They can't just allot that time. They need to prioritize. And I think that's ultimately what is really sad.
She's talking about some preach, and nigga, she's built like the fucking Mrs. Potato from Toy Story. Mrs. Potato from Toy, like, come on, gang. You got a whole ham hock hanging out right here, and you talking about some preach? Get your big ass in the gym. Fuck is you talking about?
Everyone would love to take care of
I
themselves.
disagree. I'm sorry, I
What?
disagree. Like, there's some of us who are on the fit side that don't
Appreciate
have
the
that
likes
luxury.
on
I wake up
TikTok.
at 4
Appreciate
a.m.,
that.
have a full-time job.
Snaps to you.
I get it done. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want to be the highest version of myself, the most evolved version, and she has to show up.
But your life allows it.
Yeah.
No,
Your
I
lifestyle-
make my life
No,
allow
exactly.
it. I
Your life
surround
allow it,
myself
But
with
other
that.
people don't have the possibilities that you
They
have.
do. They just
Not everyone, no.
And I also think there's
You
something
need
to
to
be
be from
said.
different
Put the effort in. That's it.
But I also think
Simply.
too, like let's say for example, you're a teenager and you're like 500 pounds.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
work that you need
No,
to do
I'm not caring
to
about it
remedy
then.
that is like that's really challenging. That's a
I
hard
agree.
thing to do for
I
anybody.
agree.
As opposed to like me, I was really skinny and then I decided, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym. I put on my weight. The results are showing. It looks like I'm working super hard. I make these choices like go girl.
Right.
But that is not the same accessibility that someone can make that change for themselves in different circumstances.
I agree.
So
My
I think
only
that is-
caveat
Dude.
is it's hard.
That's so fake because, like, honestly, dude, if you're like, you could be working a regular job. You could work a regular job and you can still afford to go to the gym. The gym's only like $20 a month. $20 a month. And if you was really that dedicated to lose weight, you would do it. you're that dedicated to making money, right? Why can't you be that dedicated to losing weight? Makes no sense, right?
Both, but it can be done, is my point.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's
say
my
that it's as
only-
hard
What's
to be
good?
as someone who's overweight trying to
Crico,
lose that
welcome
weight.
to the
In my
stream,
opinion.
little twin.
I believe it can be done.
Let's go,
I believe
Crico.
it can be
So we
done, but I
agree.
think empathy and compassion for the different circumstances that may stop someone from doing that
Where'd you come from,
is
Crico?
necessary. To see like, oh, get off your ass and like do all this,
No one said
which you're
that.
not saying, but I'm saying some people, commenters,
Myron's
might be
not
saying
in this
that.
episode.
Myra was the word.
There is a spectrum for your body. Our height isn't under our control.
Cheers, Jack.
Our fat
Right.
distribution, our bone density, our muscle density, our metabolism.
Yes,
These are all things that make up who we are. But in
Excuses.
that spectrum of health,
Excuses,
absolutely,
bro.
we can change who we are
Yes.
with what we got, right?
And then we'll stop right there and move on to the next one. Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits. Let me just stop because I don't even want to do it to y'all niggas, man. Let me just stop, bro.
I think blind body positivity can be harmful if it's just like always like don't ever consider any possibility that you could change something or improve your quality of life. Just blindly accept yourself. I think that's where it can get kind of toxic.
Yeah.
I don't look
for
like
sure.
how I looked when I was 20. So body positivity is encouraging yourself to accept you're going to transform eventually. When you're 40, when you're 50, you're going to get wrinkles, you know, all these things. So yeah, definitely body positivity should have taken another route instead of just saying it's for bigger people, because it's not. It's for all the variety of people that need to accept you're changing.
Yeah, I think the pendulum has switched to the furthest extreme. I think body positivity was created because there wasn't a space for people who could have acceptance in bigger bodies. And I think it's just gone to the furthest extreme now. And
Like, women come in all shapes and sizes, right? And every woman is beautiful. And I think that
Wait,
you
wait,
should
wait.
really be
She said every woman is beautiful. Okay.
confident in your body and the way that you look, you know, wake up feeling your best. But I feel like especially on social media and in society today, this body positivity movement, I've seen like multiple times where there's like obese women promoting body positivity.
Right.
And it's like, I wouldn't want like my
What's
kid.
obese for you?
Yeah.
See, like she said, obese women, they go for body positivity. There's nothing positive about being obese. So why are you being obese and trying to get other women to accept that they're obese? Why would you do that? There's so many health issues with being obese. There's nothing positive about that. So that's the thing, bro. They're so mentally ill to the point where they think that like if you're fat and you're obese, it's positive. It's a good thing. Like, oh, accept yourself. Yeah, accept yourself, but you're also fat as shit. Fat as shit. Why would you want to be fat as shit and then promote that fat ass shitness on other bigger girls? That's not doing them no favors. Body positivity should be for things that you can't change, like accept you got a small boobie or something. Exactly. Body positivity should be like, okay, if you're a short man and you're like 5'5", bro, you gotta accept that you're 5'5". There's nothing you can do to become 6 foot. There's nothing. You gotta accept that. That's body positivity. You know what I'm saying? But if you're fat as shit and you're just like you're 400 pounds, you're like, oh, body positivity. I'm big. I'm just gonna be big. No, nigga. There's nothing positive about that because you can fix that. You can fix being big. You can't fix being short. It doesn't work.
Like an unhealthy lifestyle.
No,
like
but
overweight.
obese-wise, what's obese for you?
Obese, like a
Like for
medically
me,
obese.
if you see me, you
What's her
consider me
range?
obese?
I wouldn't say
Yes.
that you're obese,
Okay.
but
Yes.
it's like medically.
Absolutely.
So like for
So
example,
you're medically obese,
Absolutely.
though? Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12 and I was not obese.
Well, does anybody here?
So
would anybody here explain what they mean by medically obese? Just-
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
BMI.
At this, like when you go to the doctor's
Yeah.
office and you get weight on a scale and they'll tell you, oh, you're a little bit overweight, or they'll say you're morbidly obese, you're
because of your
whatever
height.
thing. So like if you look at me, you would be like, oh, she's a little plus size, but I am technically considered obese.
So
You are.
And I was obese at, I think it's 30 BMI. Now the BMI have come to learn that it's a little bit tricky now.
Right. It's not the most accurate.
Right.
But that's what it's based off.
Yeah.
But
Right.
so correct.
Body
But
mass
now that when I was a size 14, I was considered obese. It's smaller than we think.
I think an obese person, and this is not, calling absolutely anybody obese, but I think a person that can be considered obese will not be able to go on walks. They will lose their breath. For me, because I am a person that I'm big, but like I said, I'm still able to go on hikes, and I won't.
She's talking about something. I'm still able to go on hikes. Okay, you're still able to go on hikes, but can you play a round of basketball with me? Can you play a round of basketball with me? Can you run a mile in less than 6 minutes? Matter of fact, no, less than 10 minutes. You can't, because you're fucking huge.
Lose my breath. I can go on runs. I can exercise. So if for the doctors, I'm obese because of the size and the stuff that I am. For the doctors,
Yes.
Exactly, Shay. Her example.
For me, it is not the way that it works, because an obese person, I've had friends who are skinnier than me. We go on walks and they're losing their breath.
So for you, obesity is just the health parameter of how physical you can be. For you, it's not a physical manifestation of the body.
What the doctor, when that doctor says that bad word, he's looking on a chart versus saying you
But how
can't.
many people have been bad
But
diagnosed?
listen, he's not saying you're ill and you can't walk up that hill.
I've had doctors say that to
You
me.
go, I have
That's the
that.
thing. I've had doctors
I'm
say that
obese
to
and I
me.
can still walk up
So-
that hill. And that's what's fabulous about it, right? It doesn't automatically mean you're ill, but also down the road, absolutely it's going to mean you're ill. You're lucky with your genetics currently. Down the road, it's not going to be the same
But
story.
this is the thing, you think they're genetics, but since I was really young, I'm active. I'm an active woman.
I never said you're not active.
No, I know, but I'm just responding to what you're saying. I know you're not saying that I'm not active. I'm responding to what you're saying about the doctors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I have had doctors tell me that.
Tell you what?
That I'm obese and that I cannot exercise, that why am I not exercising? Why?
If doctors are telling you that you're obese, why are you not listening? If your own doctor is telling you that you're obese, why are you trying to say that you're not obese? That doesn't make sense. A doctor, someone who went to school for damn near almost 20 plus years, who has certifications and all this other type of smart shit, is telling you that you're obese, and you're sitting here like, I'm not obese. I can do what regular girls do. And you're not believing that? Okay, whatever.
And I'm not doing the effort. There's doctors that have bad diagnoses for things that I've never had. And I've gotten medicated for things that I've never had. So it's like,
Right. Well,
it's different.
they're killing us too. So
We went down a tangent
Yeah.
from that. I want to.
Oh my God, you could
we're
say
talking
that.
about we're talking about body positivity, whether
Yes.
we think it promotes unhealthy habits. We're going to bring in our disagreeer
Oh my
and then continue the convo.
Yeah.
So I didn't step forward because I really hate the toxicity that has come from people being like, oh, body positivity promotes obesity and blah, blah, blah. I hate that so much. I think there is like the minutest people who are doing that. The vast, vast majority, I do not think promote obesity. Body positivity, to me,
The girl
is
to your
just
fucking your
loving
left
your
is
body,
promoting that shit.
accepting your body how it is, and not
She's promoting
hating yourself.
obesity.
Like you shouldn't have to wake up every day
What are you
because
talking about?
you're 400 pounds and hate yourself. Like, I don't think anybody should be hating themselves. So that to me is what body positivity is about. And
Exactly,
it's
Shay,
also
in denial.
about equality in how people are treated. Like, for example, Lizzo gets called out so much on like, oh my God, she's out there with her ass and stuff. Like, ugh, it's so disgusting. But Chapel Roan, who, God, I love Chapel Roan, was at Gumball and came out as Statue of Liberty and had her ass out, did not see a single.
The difference between that is because Lizzo is fat. Lizzo's fat, okay? She's showing her body as a fat person at an NBA game. NBA. Where they're superstars, okay? Superstars. Why would you think that's a good idea? To be fat, to show your bare ass at an NBA game, and think like, oh, nobody's gonna hate on me. Why would you think that? Chappelle Roan or whatever, she didn't do that. That's why she didn't get hated on. Like, we gotta think, man. We have to think.
Person online saying, oh, so why she have her ass out? You know, it's like, it's a double standard. People inherently hate fat bodies and don't think. They should be seen in society.
I actually disagree with that because I do see people hating on Chapel Rowan for the way that she looks and her outfits, and there's going to be hate on both sides.
Oh, of course, there's going to be hate, but
be
I meant like the volume of hate that Lizzo gets compared to Chapel Rowan. Like, I would say, like, it's much smaller. Like, you constantly hear about like Lizzo, and you know.
I have a question. I have a question about Lizzo. Okay,
Always comes back to Lizzo.
One of the okay.
She's like waiting.
I know.
She's lost a lot of weight right now.
One of the few times I saw her streaming, she had this gorgeous cake was gifted to her, enormous. Went in with it with a fork and was eating constantly and talking to the camera while she was streaming. The volume of the cake that she ate, I just went, oh my God, how many people are watching this? This is absolutely, it was a horrible representation. I hated every moment of it. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
What's good? What's good? I am Shampoo. What's good, man? Late night scrolling on TikTok and came across one of your vids. Oh shit, word? Oh yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Shampoo or Mrs. Shampoo. I don't know if you're a girl or boy, but welcome to the stream. You feel me? I'm glad you're here. I hope you want to vibe because that's just what we do here, man. We just vibe. We play video games, and we fucking yap. That's our whole thing. Vibe, play video games, and we yap. So I hope that you're at least one of those categories can appeal to you. But welcome to the stream. Shade, I appreciate you for also saying welcome. That's dope as fuck. But yeah, welcome, man.
my question would be, if there was a thin person doing that, would you have had that same reaction?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I think it's more about, like, she's not promoting obesity by eating cake on camera. She's just, eating cake
But
on
if
camera.
she's the representation of body positivity and she's behaving this way, is that promoting
Have
a
you
negative
noticed
light?
that she just posted a video that she lost weight? Like
No,
that
no,
was-
absolutely
oh,
don't.
yeah.
I
She just
absolutely
posted a
not.
video
I
and she
absolutely
lost
did not.
weight. You can see the
Because
difference.
I don't want her in my algorithm.
So it was just probably that one day that you saw her doing that, but that doesn't identify her as a whole
She
person.
said I don't want her in my algorithm.
Not a sentence I want to repeat.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
It depends on her. I have seen her post like, oh, here's a green smoothie that I got, or here's me with my salad, or like, here I am at the gym. I think there is this weird stigma where people that are overweight have to be perfect all the time. They can never just just have a cake. And I agree, it's gorging. I agree, it's not great. Listen, I'm not saying that's
Nobody
great.
has ever
It's
said
not
that.
great. But I'm saying that like this one
Nobody has ever
instance
said
of her
that.
doing this
Nobody's
amidst
ever
all
said
her
that.
other ones of her trying to be healthy.
Can I go on the
Nobody's
opposite
ever
side of
said
that?
that.
Like with Lizzo, there's like Eugenia Clooney. She's a very
Yes.
petite, tiny
Eugenia.
woman. Why are people saying, "Oh, good job, Lizzo"? Like, good job for eating healthier. But like when Eugenia Clooney's like trying to eat something, like
But is Eugenia Cooney allowed to have hashtag body positivity?
she does.
Right,
she,
Sid?
she promotes herself literally wearing like tiny
Because we're-
outfits, showing her body.
That was my whole point. Is like these extremes are hijacking it.
Yeah,
I agree.
They're not good representation.
Yeah,
No.
that like the algorithm, they will push out the most extreme cases because they get the most views, and that's
Right.
what people want to see.
Yes, it's dangerous.
Including these conversations. Although this was pretty reasonable. All right, let's reset. Will the agreeers please step forward?
A weight loss. Oh, just one girl. Damn, I just know they finna
Guess
cook her ass.
everybody's perfect.
I'm like trying to see like
I
what
just know
you
they're finna
define
cook her
as
ass.
drugs.
Just nasty.
I think we're talking about the
Like
weight-
Ozempic?
Pills
Yeah,
or
wait. Well, any
They finna
Like
cook her
diet
ass.
pills.
any drug that you've taken.
Yeah, wait, I'll
Sorry. But yeah, come on in. Let's hear your story too.
I have used weight loss drugs before I knew the power of them in college and that you could get them over the counter, but they were incredibly strong. Probably needed to be controlled at that time, but I was just so obsessed with my body size. I've pretty much my whole life, and that's just the culture, American culture that I was raised in and lived in, and so I would try drastic means, and I've done things that would just get you super wired.
Honest about it, bro.
Even as an adult, once I figured out how to eat, I gained the weight back during the lockdown, like a lot of people did. And I go, gosh darn, I was so upset. And I took a prescription weight loss drug that was prescribed by a doctor, and I was able to drop the weight quickly. I used it as a biohack. I used it short term just to get the weight off, because once the weight is off, now it's on you. You have to know how to eat.
So this is more recently.
Yep, and this is absolutely recent.
Was
too.
it like Ozempic, something like that?
Phentermine. You can get it prescribed. It's a controlled substance. It's hardcore, but it takes the thought process out of your mind. That thing, that monster that always tells you you're going to get your next serotonin kick by that food, and you're hyper-focused on eating, and it takes that monster, it stops talking. So now, when the monster stops talking, you go, I can control this. I can make changes in my lifestyle in order to make healthier decisions to keep the weight off that I just lost with this drug, and yeah.
I was so desperate to lose weight. I was like on TikTok scrolling through, and like they were sharing like, oh, this drug does this and this is that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just blindly buy this thing, and showed up.
You know what's funny, man? Right? All these big old fat bitches, they're talking about some, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can do this, this, and this, this, and that. Right? But whenever someone starts to talk to their bad homegirl, they're being Gerlach the Destroyer, a refrigerator, and blocking off that access. So it's just like, if those big bitches were skinny, if they were skinny, would they do that? 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't do that. So it's just like, what are we doing? Now we just yapping at this point. You feel me? Now we're just yapping at this point. Right? Am I right or am I wrong? I don't know. Hey.
Do you know kind of what kind of drug it was?
It was a pill that I took, and it like suppressed my want to eat food. But it also like had some really bad side effects, like when I would eat.
How did it suppress her want to eat food, and she's that fucking big? How? I suppressed my want to eat food. I suppressed it. But you're that big? How does that work? How?
I would feel sick after, and I realized like, oh, I'm feeling horrible all the time and having this energy low and like just feeling physically sick.
How long were you on it?
I was on it for 2 months maybe.
Did you lose weight?
I lost some weight, but as soon as I got off of it, I gained all that weight back.
Yep. You have to know what to do once you're there.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. It was like the crutch, and like you just relied on it so much, and then once it was gone, you had to do your own thing, and you had to figure it out. And the pill was doing all that for you, and then for me, I gained more weight than I lost when I was on it.
How?
Our disagreeers.
How do you gain more weight off a weight loss pill? How? Like, how you gain more weight off a weight loss pill than you lost? How does that make sense? How much are you fucking eating? Yo, can you guys stop coming in and out of the garage?
So I've heavily considered taking Ozempic, but I've decided not to because you either have to stay on that drug long term to keep those effects, or if you get off of it, most people are going to gain the weight back. So I'm no longer interested in anything that is not a complete lifestyle change. Like for me, I have learned over the years that I would prefer to be fat and happy than thin and miserable. So like right now, I'm just trying to, eat less processed food, stay away from like sodas and stuff for the most part. But I will never count calories, or because to me that leads to disordered eating habits.
For you?
Serious?
For me personally,
Okay.
yes. I'm not talking for everybody.
Okay.
I'm not talking for everybody, but for me personally, and I do think for a lot of people, it can lead to disordered eating.
Kind of circling back to the topic about taking weight loss drugs. Hell no, I would never take no weight loss drug. I worked really hard for my body, and I'm a very big believer in that phrase. Like, if you wanted to, you could. Wouldn't you be so much happier if you lost the weight and you look back on it and it was like, yeah, like I did that. Exactly. That was 100% all me. I didn't need no help. I didn't need no cheat codes. Like, this was the work that I put in, and I got the results that I wanted.
And that was the mindset that I wish that I had before I took the drugs.
Yeah.
Because I was super naive. I was 18 years old, and I had no knowledge about anything. And I was looking for a quick fix because all these people were telling me, oh, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. And that was in my own household. So it was my family telling me this, along with my friends and everything like that.
It's a lifestyle change, ultimately. These are tools that you can utilize, but if you are not changing your lifestyle to go with it, then what will have been forced? And so I think that's really ultimately what it is. If you're not ready to commit to the lifestyle change, using these tools is not going to help you.
When people do these quote-unquote shortcuts, a lot of the time, mentally, they're not there. So they lose the weight, and then they're still
not fixing the problem.
Exactly. It was this quick fix, and now that it's, they get off it, everything mentally, that they were at when they were at a bigger weight is still there because they didn't put in that mental work.
Fit women are more attractive than fat women. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I would definitely agree. Fit women are more attractive than plus size women.
Absolutely.
Only because me having this body, it shows that I can commit to something, right? And it shows that I'm hardworking. So I feel like men looking at my body can see, oh, okay, she's dedicated. She put in the work, and that can be an attractive quality.
Hey, twin, how much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that one of them fat bitches are gonna be like, no, men aren't attracted to fit women. Men are attracted to all bodies. Men are attracted to fat women. How much you bet one of them is gonna say that? How much you bet? I feel like that's gonna happen. Okay? Because a lot of them are already in denial and they're liars to themselves. So how much you bet? One of them gonna be like, no, men are not attracted to fit women who aren't fat. Men like what they like. No. That's absolutely false. Men like fit bad bitches. That's just us. That's just our nature. We love fit bad bitches. We can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Even fat men, even fat, F-A-T, even fat men love fit, non-fat women. That's just how it is, bro. It's the earth we fucking live on. Can't control it.
That men see in me. I would definitely go for a more muscular guy. So that kind of shows that we have something in common, something that we can work on together.
So gym dates.
Yeah, gym dates for sure.
All right, thank you. Can we bring in the disagreeers?
Wow. All of them disagree, dude?
It's all good.
I'm bisexual, so I love
girl, me
women.
too.
I love women.
Yes, all the
I don't give a fuck if you're
I think
bisexual.
all women are beautiful. I've had relationship with women that are fit, that are not fit, variety. And I can tell you that personality-wise, the skinniest ones and the most beautiful ones have had a personality that I cannot work with. Me, personally, me. So,
Yeah.
and it comes from a place that the way that I grew up, the way that they grew up, thoughts, minds, you surround yourself with people that you like, that is like you. Your personality has more beauty than the way that you look.
Your physical looks will disappear. My grandma, she used to be a very petite, tiny woman, grew up in the Philippines. My grandpa the same way. Now they're a little bigger, they're more comfortable. 50 years later, still in love.
Because that's the thing, bro. She's talking about my grandparents, they still love each other. They still love each other after 50 years. When they met, they were all fit. Nigga. Duh! Of course they're still gonna love each other. Nigga, they've been together for fucking 40 years. 30 years. 30 straight years. Of course they're gonna love each other if one of them gets big or fat. Of course. Of course. So she can't even make this comparison now because it's irrelevant at this point. You be with someone for 30 years and they get big on you. It's like, you're not going to leave them. Like, you're in too deep. You love them. You've been loved them. But now it's like, it's on a whole different level. Like, you've been with them for so long. Your whole life is them. What the fuck is you talking about? I hate fat bitches, man. I really do.
Yeah. My grandpa always makes jokes. Like, when I remember growing up, he was like, this is Burger King and this is McDonald's. I'm the king and I'm loving it.
all my TikTok niggas, all my TikTok niggas, we live on Twitch right now. Pull up to the Twitch, man, because I don't be paying attention to my TikTok chat. I literally don't pay attention to my TikTok chat. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't really give a fuck, honestly. I don't really care to pay attention to my TikTok chat. But if y'all want me, y'all want to vibe, y'all want to have conversations, pull up to my Twitch. My Twitch link is in my bio. Let's get active, my guy. You look like that one guy on AMP. I look better than all them niggas on AMP. So, you're wrong. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? Fuck is you talking about?
Like, you showed me, like, you can appreciate a woman through all the changes, you know? Like,
exactly.
And that's what I love. Like, you can...
Of course you can appreciate a woman through all of her changes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been with her for a long time. Because, like, personally, I'm going to keep it a bean. This might sound crazy. But if I'm with a girl, if I'm with a woman, my girlfriend, if I'm with her for 2 years, and if she gets fat on me, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, twin. If she gets fat on me, I'm leaving. But if we're married for like 20 years, I'm not gonna leave because like there's just more to it than that. But if it's 2 years, 3 years, and we only been dating for 2 years or 3 years, and she gets fat on me, and she takes no initiative to like lose that weight, I'm leaving you. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'm a very conditional man. I'm very conditional. You know when niggas be signing the like they be like through sickness and health? I'm not like that. I'm really not. I don't care, bro. This is my life. So I'm gonna love the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? But if you get fat, and you're not trying to lose that fat, I'm out of here. I'm gone. I don't care, bro. I genuinely don't, bro. Like, I don't care if that might be me or not. I don't give a fuck, twin.
Once I get skinny, like, my boyfriend can still love me, but maybe he loves me more because how I am personally.
I think people like to be like, oh, it's always going to be the fit woman is more attractive than the plus size women. I just don't think
absolutely.
That's true. Like,
it's absolutely
there's a lot of beautiful fit women. There's also a lot of not very beautiful ones.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They said there's not a lot of beautiful fit women. Who paid this bitch to say this? This is from the CIA. Who paid her to say that?
Assume that size will always equal more attractive. I just think is like silly. It's a case by case basis.
Because I'm more on the healthy side.
Well, you can be thin and not healthy.
Yeah,
That's
very
clear.
Exactly.
Funny thing about this conversation, Shade, and TikTok chat, Shade. The funny thing about this conversation about are fit women more attractive than fat women is that all the fit women, like her, who's defending the fat ones, she would never trade places with this biggin. Absolutely, she would never trade places with her. This one right here, she would never trade places with her. She would never trade places with her, and she would never trade places with her. So it's just funny to see, cause like she's over here pretending like, oh yeah, being fat is like you're still attractive. Whoop whoop. Not to the mass. You know what I'm saying? Obviously not to the max, but she would never trade places with any of these fat girls. She would never do that.
But the biggest issue I have with what you said, I disagree with you. I think as a fit girl as well, fit girlies, but I still disagree with you because there's beautiful women who are in bigger bodies. Like, I feel like it's an arrogance almost to be like, oh, because I'm fit, I'm more attractive. Like that's, it's ridiculous. And the biggest issue I have was what you said about men being attracted to you more just because you're fit. I think that that's basing your worth on a man. And I'm married, as a married woman saying that, I just don't understand what that has to do with the principle of just physical attractiveness. It has nothing to do with if someone else deems you as attractive. It's like just solely based on the physical. So
bro, this whole argument has been such
debating
fucking bullshit, twin. This entire argument has been bullshit. If you think being fat doesn't make you less attractive, then become fat and see. Exactly, twin, bro. Nobody wants to be fat. Any fit person will never trade places with a fat person. That just won't happen, bro. Like, I don't care how much they be like, oh, well, being big is also beautiful. You wouldn't trade places with that nigga. You wouldn't trade places with that nigga, though. You wouldn't do that, though. What the fuck is you talking about?
Actually stepping forward because of just what society has taught me my whole life is like
TikTok chat, we're live on Twitch. Tap into Twitch. I'm finna end my TikTok stream
on
pretty
unlearning
soon
that, like,
here.
for so many years.
Nigga.
When I was like, 19, 20, I was like, oh, the reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm fat. Like, I need to lose weight and then I'll become in a relationship. Then someone will love me. And I thought that for so many years. And like my self-confidence was like down here. And I really had to work on unlearning that. And I'm still trying to unlearn that.
You shouldn't want to enter a relationship fat, dude. Like, I don't understand it. You should never want to get in a relationship when you're fat. Like, that don't make no sense. Why would you be fat and try to get in a relationship with somebody? That don't make no sense. They're missing out on all that potential just because you think that being fat is beautiful. No.
But like, I have learned over the years that people are attracted to different things. So if you ask one person, they're going to tell you, oh, this is what I'm attracted to. And if you ask someone else, they might have a completely different answer. So I think attractiveness is subjective. I think when it comes to society 100% says skinnier is better.
I mean, I hear a lot of what you're saying, but I'm curious, anybody want to share, like, what is the type of body that you're attracted to?
To men, on men, other, or
well, I
opposite.
don't know. There's people who are attracted to men. So whether it's men or women, what kind of bodies are you attracted to?
If you enter a relationship fat and they stay loyal, that's a for-lifer, though. I mean, if you enter a relationship fat, you should want to look good for your partner. Like, you should be hitting the gym just because you're going to be in that relationship forever, right? If you're a for-lifer, you would want to look good for your partner. They might think that you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hurt your feelings because really that's all it is. They don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's like, come on now, hey.
Because I've been smaller and bigger. I am tall. I already am eliminating a majority of people because I'm one taller man than me. But you know what? Somebody on your show, Zach Miko.
Was that the tall guy?
It was the model.
Oh, yeah.
The plus size model? He was
yes.
cute.
So
unfortunately married.
So it's like I have dated some fantastically gorgeous men, but when I feel most comfortable and myself and I can feel just kind of let it all out is a guy that's has some cushion. Gym people for gym people.
That's insecurity.
And that kind of seems like unattainable, not my vibe.
No, I appreciate the specificity.
So I do have a type, but also like I've never dated before. So I'd say like my type goes from.
How do you have a type but you never dated before? How do you have a type but you never dated before, gang? That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense, twin. How you got a type but you never dated before? What are like? What?
I like my type goes from like Prince Eric to Fluffy. Like, yes, the comedian Fluffy. I just feel like I could like hug him. Like he would give the best hugs and be like the best person.
It's a very wide range.
Yeah, very wide range.
Sorry, chat. Auntie just got here.
A lot of men fit into
A
that.
lot of infinites.
What is she on, man? Dude, she's on fucking. She's obviously. She's. Oh my god, I don't even know if I want to say this joke. You know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say it.
To that, but like I don't discriminate against like body type or anything like that.
It's funny because for me as a bisexual woman, like what I like in women versus what I like in men is like very different. So men, I'm very much like you. Like dad bods are kind of like what I'm the most attracted to. I don't want someone like super big, but I also don't like super skinny or like super buff. Like you have a little muscle, that's fine, but like the really buff guys, like not my thing. But for women,
how much you wanna bet? How much you wanna bet on her dating profile? She's like, yeah, I want guys who are 6 foot, but she's fat.
and I like way more different kinds of women, like thin, big, like I don't know. I'm just way more attracted. I think when it comes to different kinds of women, like when I'm swiping on dating apps, like I'll maybe swipe on like 1 in every 20 men.
Dude, because
and like women, it's
black people we're too realistic, dude. Like we're generally like a fat black person will admit, okay, I'm fat. Yeah, I'm fat. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not fat, and I don't agree that the dating scene is doesn't want fat people. No, a black person is gonna admit that, but they're all delusional because they're not. Also, they have diabetes. 9 times out of 10, at least 4 of these girls have diabetes for sure.
It's like 1 in 5.
What's
women,
good,
I
TikTok?
just think overall are much more beautiful.
What's good,
than
Dap?
men. Like even,
and we have better
Hey,
profiles.
Dap. We're live on Twitch. Kofi, what's good? We're live on Twitch right now, man. If y'all niggas trying to get active with the community and the chat on Twitch, the link is in my TikTok bio, so pull up, man. We over here having fun, bro. But hey, TikTok. If I don't pay attention to y'all niggas, that's y'all fault, because I told y'all to pull up to the Twitch. So if I don't pay attention to y'all, then I'm sorry. I only pay attention to my Twitch stream. So like if y'all trying to fuck with my Twitch, y'all trying to get in on the community and get on the conversation that we having and actually see what we watching on Twitch, click that link in my bio and just pull up, man. You don't even gotta follow. You really don't even have to follow me, bro. Just pull up, man. What's good, R? Thank you for the likes, man. Thank you for the likes, all the gifts, all that. Yo, let me join. What's your Twitch? My Twitch is the same thing as my TikTok name, Ayexstunna, bro. I have a link in my TikTok bio, so y'all niggas can pull up to the Twitch, man. Check your Discord real quick. I will after this video, Realms. The lady in the red looks like Karen from Dar, man. This one? The big one or this one right here? The medium-sized big one. What are you talking about? Skinny one? So this one right here. This look. Go back 5 seconds. Alright, folks. Where we at right now? 26? So what's 26 minus 5? 26? So that's what? 21? Am I tripping? Oh, bro, am I tripping?
and like women, it's like 1 in 5.
So what the fuck is you talking about, Realms? Never mind, you about to piss me off, folks.
Women, I just think overall are much more beautiful than men.
Hi,
Like,
from
even-
And we have
Did
better
she just
profiles.
Did she just say women are more beautiful than men? Oh my god, where are we? Is this the world we live in? Is this the world we live in, bro? There's more women on this earth than there are men. Okay. And she just said women are more beautiful than men. No gay shit. You feel me? No gay shit. Matter of fact, y'all got lube? Y'all got lube, because I might have the dick right now. Do niggas got lube? Because I might have the dick right now.
Let's get
Yes, that too.
All right, let's reset.
It's okay for models to set a high standard for body image. Will the agreeers?
It's okay for models to set a high standard for body image? Absolutely. Absolutely. models can absolutely set a high standard for body image, dude. Because they're fucking models. Exactly, Rums. That's the whole point of being a model. Why wouldn't a model set a high standard for a body image? They're fucking models. What are we talking about, G? Exactly. They're not meant to be your average fucking Joe. Exactly. Models are supposed to be like... And models are supposed to be aliens. When I think of a model, I think like, oh, this motherfucker's an alien. When you look at models, you're like, why you look that good, twin? When you look at models, you be like, where the fuck you from, twin? You ain't from the earth. Fuck. What the hell? What? When was the last time y'all niggas seen a model with someone who didn't match their body standard? Come on. Y'all know who the model, what's her name? That super dark girl, Aoki. She was with Playboy Cardi. She was a Playboy Cardi. She was faded in the back of Playboy Cardi's car on a drop top, gang. Playboy Cardi and her, they're that's the standard right there. Like, they look exactly alike. For me, not facial, like, I'm not talking about facial, I'm talking about height, I'm talking about the skinniness, the body tone, all that. Like, what is we talking about? Is it okay for models to set a high standard for body image? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Who's gonna say no to this? Let's see who says no to this.
Please step forward.
I did some modeling as a kid.
So three
and as a
reasonable
teenager,
people.
and even now as an adult, I did pinup.
She did modeling as a kid, twin. As a kid, twin. As a kid, twin. Stop it.
There's definitely
Stop it.
like
Stop it before I get mad.
high expectation and standard, especially like in
Stop it before I
runway
get mad.
modeling
Stop it.
and things like that, because they push out these clothing and they only do it in certain sizes. There's standards that different companies have that they want to push out certain things. So like,
chat! Look at this shit. Auntie brought back a fucking bottle of fucking ice. This is just ice. There's no water. This is just ice. This is simply ice. What the fuck is this? You might as well put a bottle in the freezer and just wait till it freezes. This is the same shit.
It's gonna take it too long. I like my water cold.
G-Unit. This is ice. There's no water in here.
I know. I'm gonna pour the water in there.
That's iceberg, nigga. I feel like I was drinking a penguin's dick right now. Shit so cold, it feel like you drinking a penguin's dick, man. No cap. Motherfucker brought straight motherfucking ice, chat. That wasn't even water. That was just straight ice. Motherfucker had a cup and just dumped it and put ice to that. How you gonna drink that? That's just straight ice, folk. Oh, bro, what is we doing, folk? Where my vape at? It's right there. Chat, I'm about to get mad, chat. I swear to God, I'm about to get mad. This video is pissing me off. Everything is pissing me off right now. Is it okay for models to set a high standard for the body image? They're rage baiting me. They're literally rage baiting me, chat. Cheers, my niggas. Cheers, my niggas. I just had to say cheers real quick. Because I love y'all niggas, man. So cheers. Are the niggas sitting down, the people disagreeing or agreeing? Okay. So, I don't know. I forgot. But let's watch it.
for pinups, they want you to look a certain way. They want you to do your makeup a certain way. They want
Mrs.
you
P.
to dress a certain way.
Hello.
For
Thank
that
you for the
style.
likes. I really
And
appreciate
same thing for, like,
it.
Victoria's Secret, they want to promote lingerie.
We're live on Twitch.
And there's a standard for each company, and they have to live up to that standard based on what they're trying to promote.
And personally for me, I always looked up to thin people. I always found them very beautiful. I was like, I want to be able to look like a Victoria's
I'm not
Secret
gonna get
model.
banned, Realms.
It's okay to
I'm
have
good.
a higher standard of beauty because it makes you want like, oh, I want to work harder on myself to
Look at this! She's saying that models don't need to set a high standard for body image, but look at this! Are we serious? Are we fucking serious right now? I'm getting rage baited. I'm getting rage baited right now. I'm seriously getting rage baited because this is not making no fucking sense. What the fuck is we talking about? What do you mean models shouldn't be on the high standard of other fucking models? What are you talking about, bitch? You got 4 necks. What the fuck is you talking about? You got 4 necks, my nigga. Shit don't match your rest of your shoulders got more meat than your neck. Bitch got 4 necks and she talking about models don't deserve to be with other models. What the fuck is you talking about, son? Where am I dead? I'm getting mad, bro. I'm getting rage baited right now, bro. Dead ass. I'm getting rage baited right now. There's no way this is possible. I'm getting rage baited. Getting fucking rage baited.
Achieve that type of body goal. I might not look exactly like them, like with the hips and everything, but I want to be able to look a healthy version of myself that looks something like that.
I think it's okay for models to have a higher standard of beauty because we are attracted to attractive things. A model is selling something. They're being hired to sell something, and they're going to make...
Like she said, models are attracted to other attractive things, a.k.a. models. Why would a model... It doesn't matter what level you are at in this modeling game, in the modeling industry, it doesn't matter what level you're at. Why would you be attractive to a fucking ogre? Huh?
Hey, look at this. Look at the dress I'm wearing. And you as a consumer, you don't want to look
Stop
at
liking my fucking live on TikTok. Stop liking it.
Ugh. I don't even want to look at that person. What were they selling? I don't know.
Let's bring in our disagreeers. More disagreeers than I expected.
I completely disagree. I think we all forgot what modeling industry has done for women in our society. I think we kind of went blank for us.
She said, I completely forgot what we think modeling has done for women in our industry. Keep in mind, the industry is only hiring beautiful, tall people, aka models, not fucking 3chan over here. They're not doing that. You never seen a 3chan in Vogue. Name one person who had a fucking 3rd chin in fucking Vogue, yo. No, it has never happened.
Second, I'm a journalism major. I have my degree in journalism, and growing up with certain magazines and
I'm getting mad.
those women, just because they were thin does not mean they were healthy. Have y'all ever seen America's Next Top Model?
Yeah.
Duh. Most models aren't fucking healthy. All them skinny girls in the modeling industry, they're not fucking healthy. They're home. They want a steak. They want a steak with fucking bacon stuffed potatoes and cheese. But no, they can't do that because they're freaking models. They have a standard to uphold. Not fucking Gerlach the Destroyer right here. She doesn't have no standards to uphold.
There's a lot of detrimental things that were happening within that society, within that community. And I agree with you. Yes, we all want to look at something aesthetically pleasing, but that varies. Also, the modeling industry is known for not being diverse.
Right.
Hello?
Duh,
So
but we're
I
not
don't
talking
know,
about
you just,
diversity.
like, blacked out for a
Very
We're
second.
talking about...
now. It was
We're talking
not
about-
when I started.
Yeah, but
was
it's
not.
not that diverse now either. It's evolving, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it's that diverse. But I think that it can be very detrimental as a young woman. I think the body positivity movement kind of was created in juxtaposition because of the modeling industry of the 90s and early 2000s, how toxic that was.
Yeah, I do think we have come
Like I said
a long way.
before. Like I said before, there's no model that will switch bodies with her. No model in this world would switch bodies with someone who weighs 300 pounds. No model will ever do that. So this body positivity shit is bullshit. Keep bullying the fat people so they can lose weight. Because these topics wouldn't be a thing if fat people lost weight. I don't care, bro.
But we still have like much further to go. The average size of the woman in the United States is a size 16. So why are we not seeing that reflected more on runways and modeling and stuff? You know, I also have issues with it when it comes to a lot of plus size modeling too, because a lot of plus size models they have the curves, but they have no belly. And that's so unrealistic for most plus size.
She just said, plus size model, in her opinion, have the curves, but have no belly. How are you hating on a plus size model? Keep in mind, you're also plus size. How are you hating on a plus size model, MODEL model, for having the curves but no belly? How are you hating on that? I thought it was just support. I thought it was supporting body positivity. How are you hating on that? Doesn't make no sense, right? Like, these motherfuckers don't even know what the hell they talk about. Why don't we see the average woman on the runway? Nigga, their models. Why would? Exactly, Rome's. Exactly, bro. Exactly.
As women, where it's like most plus size women, if you are a size 20 like I am, you're gonna have a stomach.
And most of those photos have been photoshopped.
Yeah, or they even put padding on smaller models to make them look bigger.
The standards keep changing.
Bro, they're so fucking stupid. They're like legit idiots, bro. Having a BBL doesn't make you a plus size model. Having a BBL doesn't make you plus size. It just means that you got fucking booty injectors. Feel me? You just got booty injectors, and now your butt's big. That doesn't make you plus size. What are we talking about here?
How many models do they need to show all the different body types that for this to sell one dress?
Sounds like there's a tension between the market. If the data says more people clicked on this body, even if it's unrealistic, put that body in the ad.
Yes.
But what you're saying is that's unfair representation of the true customer.
Yeah, exactly. Because then I'll like buy something that I saw on a plus size model who has a flat stomach, and then I put it on, and I'm like, oh, I hate this because it's clinging to like all the wrong parts. I just want to see something that it doesn't have to look exactly like me.
I think for a long time people thought that diversity in sizes wasn't marketable. Like, I can't make money from showing all this diversity of sizes, but I think that there are new brands coming, like Savage X with Rihanna. She has proven
still the same
that
way today.
You can have diverse bodies and you can still market.
Rihanna has not proved anything. The models that Rihanna has on her website, they're not in vogue, my nigga. They're not modeling for Louis Vuitton. They're not modeling for Chanel. What are we talking about?
And so, let's be real, most consumers are not the models. They look different.
Women should be fit enough to protect themselves. Will the agreeers step forward?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Women should absolutely be fit enough to protect themselves. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely, bro. Girl like the Destroyer right here cannot defend herself against no one trying to attack her. She's too big. She's gonna lose stamina. Feel me? Doesn't matter how if she does do the triathlon, it doesn't matter.
This is something that I always say. Listen, no shame to people that are thinner, but I just think you're so vulnerable when you're thin. Like, if you're petite and you're frail and you're not.
Just imagine a zombie apocalypse. A zombie apocalypse, right? A zombie apocalypse, right? You're in a fucking building. And you gotta, the only way out that building when there's like 13 zombies with clickers and shamblers, the only way out of that building is climbing through a glass window. I'm not saying a glass window that's this big, like a regular glass window. I'm talking about one that's maybe this big. Feel me? Maybe this big. Maybe this big. Feel me? A skinny person will be able to get through there easily. Fucking Gerlach the Destroyer is not going to be able to get through that window. You're going to have to sacrifice that person. They're going to have to understand that, like, you're food. You're literally food. We're going to have to sacrifice you so we can get out. So yes, being skinny in any situation, being fit in any situation is going to help you out more than being fucking huge. Imagine running for your life and you're out of breath in 1 minute. Exactly, dude. Sure, real life Yoshi boosting us up to the window. Exactly, dude. Like, come on, twin. I hate when people act like I hate when people act like fucking manatees are more athletic and more fit than people, than the actual fit people. It doesn't make no sense. Like, fuck that. Make no sense.
Not strong enough to fight back, I don't think that's safe for you. I'm a proponent of like building muscle. That way you're sturdy. That way if someone tries to come up on me, they're going to feel something.
I think we shouldn't have to.
Yes.
Like it sucks that we're in a society that we do.
Oh my
but
god,
we
and the
have
excuses.
to.
Yes.
Oh, we shouldn't have to. Bitch, it's the real world. This is the real world, okay? Niggas get attacked every day, B. Niggas get attacked every day, B. Okay? You don't see niggas out here complaining. You see us doing all this and that. But as soon as it's them, it's like, oh, we shouldn't exist in the world. We shouldn't have to survive in the world. Like it's the real world, yo. You can't control what anyone does. But if you're fit, you have a fighting chance. Stop blaming it on like, oh, this is the world. Like, it's the world, okay. Adjust. If this is the world you're living in and you feel like you're getting attacked or you feel like you're going to be attacked, adjust. Just fucking adjust. Join a fucking kickboxing class. Adjust. Don't just be fat and not do nothing and be like, oh, well, this is the world and we gotta survive with you. You know how many fat men are in my gym right now? There's so many fat men in my gym right now that are learning to defend themselves, to learn to protect themselves. When they came into my gym, they were breathing heavy. Now, they're good. Now they can defend themselves because that's what you're supposed to do in a world like this. You can't control everybody. Like, what are we doing, G?
You're prone to danger at any moment. Know some punches, know some locks. I don't know. But
exactly.
Yeah,
what Lupe is saying.
As someone
Shout
who
out Lupe.
trains kickboxing, boxing,
Dana
and Muay Thai.
Dana says someone who trains kickboxing and boxing, like, come on, yo. What the fuck is you talk about?
At our facility, like we do offer like women's self-defense classes, and like no matter like what body size you are, I highly recommend every single woman to take at least one class just so you know the basics.
That's why I be trying to teach Auntie some shit, man. So I'll be trying to teach her ass some shit, man. Because I just know she will never, ever be able to fight off one person, simply. And you just never know. It could be two people. I ain't skinny, but I'm not that fat. And I'm relatively athletic. Simple. But the big ones are talking about how the world, like, shut the fuck up.
Like for your own protection.
Well, I got attacked by a dog once.
Thank you for the roses. Fi? Am I saying your name correctly?
Of course, it comes after the big one. Don't get me wrong. But it was scary. I couldn't run away from that problem. But my friends were able to, and that came to my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not good at cardio. I know what I need to improve more on. You need to be able to carry yourself, pull yourself up, or like run.
Even for your kids, an emergency. Your kid is swallowing something and it got stuck, or everything around you.
It's not even about like your kids solving stuff. It's about imagine you have kids, right? And you're fat. You're fat and you have kids. Your kids want to go play football. They want to go play basketball. They want to go play soccer, baseball. They want to go play a type of sport which requires you to move a lot. You can't do that with your kid because guess what? You're fat. You breathe heavily. You're good for 1 minute, and then after that, it's like, you think that's good for your kid? That's child abuse, dude. That's literally child abuse. If you're fat and you can't play sports with your kid, that's child abuse. Because what do you mean you can't play sports with your kid, dude? You should want to play sports with your kid. If your kid wants to go play football, Dad, Mom, throw the football. You throw the football and you try to run to your and you're like, oh son, I gotta sit down for a couple minutes. What you mean? We've only been playing for 3 minutes. That's child abuse. Simply, don't have kids if you're fat, man.
Needs your full potential energy. So yeah, definitely everybody work on their own pace and just make sure that you work on things that are gonna help you and stay safe because it's dangerous.
Not to be an easy target.
Aside from dog dogs, which has anyone ever been in a situation where they've had to defend themselves?
I can talk about it because it doesn't hurt anymore, but when I was young, I did get molested, and it's fine. I'm over it. I know it wasn't my fault. See, I work with my brain a lot, so for me, I was laying down, and it was more of a like situation where I couldn't move because of everything that was happening around me, and my thoughts were just like, I need to find a way to survive. I need to find a way to push this person from me, and I was 13, so it was like, you know what?
Shay, chill.
Because there was a cousin sleeping next to me, and I was like, please have her move, so I can move. And she did. And as soon as she moved, I found a way to just push him. Like I found the courage to push him off. It came from, I don't know where, but it came. And whatever happened after that. So it is a situation where, as women, we are subject to not just men, but to a lot of people, and where we need to find a way to protect ourselves.
Why did she just say not just men, but a lot of people? Why did she say women? That's crazy, right? Because, dude, you guys want to hear a crazy statistic, bro? Women are sexually abusing people more. They sexually abuse people more, dude. They do. And the reason why they do is because they don't ever get caught. They don't ever get caught. They don't ever have no responsibilities for that shit. Like, nothing happens to them.
As we're growing older, like, we should be showing our children how to and who not to trust instead of judging them, instead of expecting from them. You should be teaching them to find their way and what works for them, to find a courage.
I have abused my body. Will the agreeer step forward?
I've abused my body. All four of them should step forward.
Personally, for me, I've always suffered with anxiety and depression since I was young. I haven't grown up in the best areas. I used to self-harm in different ways. I suffered with like purging and everything, and like actual like physically cutting myself.
So it's just like, I've went through depression. I mean, I wanted to boom myself in GTA. Not once did I think to get fat.
Sometimes I even tempted to like burn myself. When I look in the mirror, I'm just like, what is wrong with you? And I was 13, 12, and around this time, I did not like the way I look. I'm not happy right now. And like the only thing I have control of, because I don't have money, I can control what I can do to myself. And it wasn't until like I got older and I started studying mental health, I started studying like different like ways you can take care of yourself with the resources I had. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not the best at my mind right now.
Burning
there's
yourself
other opportunities I can
shit.
control those bad thoughts to let them out.
What were some of the tools that
Dude, I've never heard that ever. Burning yourself to like self-damage yourself is fucking crazy. I've heard of cutting. I've heard of using guns, using sticks, you know, and just the regular shit, jumping off a bridge. But burning? That doesn't do anything. You just stupid. That shit gotta be underground because the white girls ain't made it. Bro, shut the fuck up, twin. Nigga said because the white girls ain't made it mainstream. Bro, shut up, dog. What the fuck, twin?
Meditation really was a big thing for me. I loved meditating. Whenever I had those, I call it like noise, like those just thoughts in my head, like just talking. And I'm like,
no, son, I can't stop. Hold on. Let me chill. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you, twin? Oh my god. Alright, let me chill, bro. Let me chill. Stop it, dude. Stop. Fuck, dude, you're going to hell. Realms. You are going to the deepest, darkest place. You're going where I shouldn't go.
close your eyes, inhale, exhale, and just breathe. Just find your center and calm yourself. That's really helped me a lot.
Addiction is the disease that tells your brain that the problem is the solution.
Yeah, you wish.
My biggest addiction was food, and and you get a serotonin kick. Everybody has a vice because.
How do you get addicted to food to the point where you get fat? Like, I've never had an addiction to food. I don't even like food that much, honestly, dude. Like, they need to come up with some different type of, like, animals or something, bro. Like, addicted to eating hamburgers, it's a cow, bro. Like, I understand if you say, like, oh, I'm addicted to eating dragons. Okay, well, it's a dragon. But a fucking cow? What are we doing?
That's something cheap and fast. At some point, you're not a victim anymore. Like, you're actually doing it to yourself. This lifestyle of this and up and down, and how I even abused myself, how I used to talk to myself, and you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not thin enough, you're never enough. Until I changed the way I spoke to myself, did changes ever happen and maintain.
I agree with her. I agree with her. Like, yeah, you can be. Let's say you're depressed. You know what I'm saying? You're depressed. You get fat. Back in the day, it's like, okay, what now? You're depressed and you're fat. What now? Lose that weight, man. Anyone can be depressed, dude. Nigga, majority of my streams, I'm depressed. I'm depressed every fucking day. You feel me? I'm not getting fat, though. My liver's probably getting cooked. I'm not gonna lie. My liver's probably getting cooked. But, I'm not fat, though. I could still run a mile. Not in 6 minutes anymore. I could probably run it in 8. But I'm not fat, though.
Being an emotional eater, like I'm a very emotional person. Eater. Actually, I just found out last year that I have BPD. Ever since I was a teenager, I have struggled heavily with depression and suicidal thoughts, like all the time. Yeah, I have abused my body over the years, and I'm trying to love myself more, take better care of myself.
Don't try. Just do it.
Well, you say that, but it can be hard.
Make it easy. Make it easy. Make it easy to speak to yourself in a kind way.
Yeah.
I just got upset because you don't want to be on this. You're a gift.
Thank you.
How dare you take that beautiful gift away? How dare you? You're not allowed to do that anymore, okay? You're here. You have to speak to yourself kindly. Yeah. Be nice to yourself. Your family members, how would they tell somebody else that's speaking to you that way to you? And you do it to yourself, that's not okay. Yeah. You can change it. Make a choice.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot better over the years that I'm much kinder to myself, and I wish I could like tell my younger self to like be kinder.
But you can tell her right now.
Oh,
you can tell that baby right now. She's good enough and she's meant to be here.
Hey, it sounds like an AA session right now.
I just want to give you a hug because I relate to your story so much. I
It definitely does sound like an AA
emotional
session
eater
right now.
too. I still am an emotional eater. I'm working on it so much, but like when I was getting bullied in middle school, like I was getting called fat and all these things, and I was literally getting notes handed to me saying that I was like a fat whale. It really messed me up, and it made me attempt suicide a few times. And I was 12 years old, and it wasn't until after I attempted and my family found
the disagreeers with this prompt. What have been the most valuable tools or resources in your life to not abuse your body?
I think of like the highest version of
If the fat girl tries to hang herself and the rope Nigga! If the rope breaks, then shit. Or what if she don't got no... Oh my God, you're going to hell. Honestly, dude, I don't think fat people should hang themselves. I feel like if a fat person wanted to kill themselves in GTA 5, they should go on a plane, a war aircraft, and jump out over like Palestine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what should, instead of hanging yourself, do some justice. You feel me? Go jump out over the main city of Israel or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And do some justice, man. Because that's like a fat person jumping out of a plane. That's like that's like 20,000 feet in the air. That's damn near a nuke. It's like a nuke. Keep it at a Babinski Dawowski. What's good, Tyrone? Black ass nigga with that black ass name. Fucking Tyrone. No, I'm keeping it a bean, bro. If you're fat and you want to kill yourself in GTA 5, go on a war aircraft and let them niggas drop you over like some small city. That's basically the same thing as a nuke, my nigga. You know how many earthquakes that's gonna cause? It's gonna cause a lot of earthquakes, bro. A lot. Keep it at a Babinski Dawowski. Y'all niggas, y'all probably not hearing what I'm saying for real. But I'm speaking on some real nigga shit right now. Keep it at a Babinski Dawowski.
Myself, and I try to show up as her every single day. When I have dark thoughts or
I do feel like this black girl, what's her name? Alyssa. I feel like she's very insecure. Like deeply insecure. Because she's not even big, but she's like agreeing with all the biggins. So I feel like she's very insecure. Like at one point she said that she didn't even want to lose weight. She just wanted to be big. Like, who wants to be big? Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Your model.
I know.
If you were fat, would you want to be skinny?
Yeah, I want to lose weight.
Okay, then that's basically what I've been saying to them.
I'm not gonna hate on other fat people.
I'm not hating on them. Nothing I said was hating. You gotta watch the stream over.
I
All right, but let's get back to it, chat.
Things are hard. I'm like, okay, the highest version of Alyssa, like she's a baddie, she's disciplined, you know, she loves herself, and I kind of show up as her.
I 100% agree with that. I'm a very big believer in like if you say things out loud and manifest them.
Her tattoos are pretty cool. Pretty stupid, but pretty cool at the same time.
Then they will come true because
So, like,
eventually you do end up getting like that mentality switch, right? Like if you wake up and the first thing that you say to yourself, like in the mirror, is like, I'm ugly, you know? That's what you're gonna go about your entire day believing, you know? But maybe like writing something down, like having it like on the mirror and stuff, and starting every morning like smiling and with like positivity, then you'll carry that energy like through the entire day, the entire week, the entire month, and eventually like your entire life.
If you have a network of people that if you're feeling any kind of emotion or going through anything, having that kind of community to help you figure out how you can go about this without doing some detrimental harm to yourself, I think it's really amazing. And again, a privilege that I was able to have that. And if nothing else, I hope anyone watching this can really see and empathize, and like, you can't just look at someone and be like, oh, they're this and that, or they're lazy, or they don't work hard enough. Like, I think...
Facts, dude. Bree is low-key stupid. I'm not gonna lie. She's low-key stupid.
This conversation has just been so illuminating for me, and I hope it's illuminating for everybody.
For me, also, just adding to like what helped me get out of the depression that I had was I sat down and I cried. I would cry in my room and acknowledge the things that I needed to change, even though it was going to cost me. And I had supporters like my family. My sister's my biggest supporter. I love you with all my heart. And you really need to work on yourself. Make the better choice. Change your body if it's necessary, if you can, but be healthy because we're not getting any better. This world is just going to get harder. Like the longest time, because man.
I definitely agree with like letting out a good cry because I was an emotional eater.
I cried a lot.
I was such an emotional eater. Like I held all of my emotions in, and what I would do is I would eat.
I think she
instead
did.
Of
Shade.
letting
I think
that
she did.
emotion out and recognizing the emotion.
She just
and it
held
wasn't
it
until
in.
like I let out that
barbecue
cry, I
grease
reached
didn't
out
come
to
out,
the
gang.
people.
Yeah, you
and I
reach out
start.
for help.
You reach out to the people that you trust and you feel the safest with. And I did that. That I started to realize like, oh, I need to change this. It isn't healthy to go to the food instead of going to the people. You got to go to your people.
Bro. That's my thing. If you're depressed and you're like stressed doing something, why not stress being in the gym? Right? Right, chat? Why not stress being in the gym? I just don't understand it. Like, why would you go straight to like stress eating? Why would you do that? Why not just like, fuck, I'm gonna go stress gymming. I'm gonna go stress lifting up 100 pounds.
I'm done.
Look at a black girl looking at her. Dude, this shit doesn't. I feel like this might be a green screen, bro. I don't even think the black girl's here right now.
Thank you all so much
Stop
for the
apologizing as a
vulnerability
woman.
and for sharing your opinions through the discussion. Thank you guys for watching Middle Ground. Subscribe, watch more Middle Ground, listen to Radical Empathy, and leave.
What's good, Dylan?